Hello, what's up everybody? And in today's video, I just want to share a method that I naturally used all the time and never failed me, that I specifically used to manifest my house right now where I live in London. And I'm going to give you an example, but actually I have used this method to manifest physical appearance, to manifest the house that I own in Milano, and so much more. And I just randomly noticed yesterday, oh my God, I did this again and I didn't even notice. And probably because I'm doing this naturally and subconsciously, that is why it's working so fast and so effectively for me, possibly even better than affirmations. And that's why I want to share it with you guys. By the way, disclaimer before I started this video, and the lions go on fire on the comment section. Of course, every method works. It's not about the method. I just simply make this video about many methods of manifestation just to inspire you guys to find your own way of manifesting. Not everyone is going to resonate with visualizations. Not some people even have aphantasia, for example. Not everyone is going to resonate with affirmations or robotic affirming, or not everyone is going to resonate with scripting. It doesn't matter really what method you use. What matters is that you find what works for you best. And I hope that by sharing my success story and my experience, you can find your own way, as this channel is always been about that, and it's always been about empowering you to find your own way of manifesting, because you are already a master manifester. You're manifesting everything into your life, and you're doing it subconsciously and naturally, and maybe you're doing what I'm doing subconsciously, and now you can use it consciously to manifest everything that you want. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Hello everybody, my name is Nea, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. On Patreon, I make extra weekly videos. In fact, this video was requested by my community. This is the video that won in the post that I posted just the other day. Remember to subscribe and hit the ring bell button so you don't miss when I request, when you can request videos, or when you can ask me questions over here, or when I'm live. And my other video that lost, unfortunately, was the one about natural magic, because again, I also talk about esotericism, and you will find that video on my Patreon community, because on Patreon, not only we have a chat where we motivate one another, we find friends and manifestation buddies, but I also make one video a week where I take topics to the next level. For example, the one about natural magic and spells and things like that. The link is down below, and the link is down below also for all my coachings and services, and there is a 20% discount until the end of the month if you'd want a course, you want to do one of my courses, or if you want to have a coaching with me. Now, finally, let's get started with today's video. So, guys, I was genuinely shocked, because I already talked about this method, especially my clients know about this method that I have been using for a while. It's basically like a vision board, but it's not a vision board at all, actually. It's a little bit more natural than creating a vision board, and it comes from a problem that I have, and maybe you have too, a little bit of an addiction, like a secret addiction that nobody wants to talk about, but I think deep down we kind of all have it. I am addicted to scrolling. Like, I love scrolling, and it's a problem. That's why sometimes I deactivate my social media. I have a conflictual relationship with social media, because I've noticed that scrolling sometimes makes me so relaxed, and we know why, because of the dopamine hit from the phone and whatever. And so I end up scrolling for hours, things that I'm not even interested about. So I will just mindlessly scroll Instagram and watch all my friends' feed, and I don't know, some ads, or whether it's TikTok or YouTube Shorts. It's just like, I get relaxed by scrolling. Like I said, this is not a good thing, is it? So one day I thought, oh my God, I noticed that I am scrolling so much, especially before I had baby, just for relaxation, and my subconscious is wide open and impressing all of these things that I do not care about. Some of these things are like making me even angry. I don't know, maybe it's a short that I don't like, or an opinion of someone else that I don't like. And I said, this is really not healthy. So what can I do to transform this stupid habit of scrolling into something positive, in something that can actually manifest things for me in a way that is conscious? subconscious, because when you're mindlessly scrolling, obviously your subconscious mind is in the receptive mode. It's kind of like a meditative state if you do it for a while. And so you are impressing all those images into your brain, and sometimes you don't even know why you're manifesting certain things, but it's because you're mindlessly scrolling. So I thought, okay, let me scroll, and while I'm scrolling, let me do some affirmations. So that's how we started. I would robotically affirm while I was scrolling or doing something mindlessly. And we already talked about in my video about robotic affirming that 100% work. So no problem with that. But then I thought, oh my God, but if I'm already affirming while I'm watching a video or while I'm scrolling, then why don't I add the images of the things that I want while I am scrolling? So my subconscious mind will start thinking that I already have those things. And then I took it even to the next level. So this is what I would do. And then I will show you my example in my success story in regards to this specific house. But like I said, I used this to manifest the house that I own in Milano, which is a luxury apartment. It's beautiful. And I did it years ago. I did this with money. I did this with other things, physical appearance. I know my clients did it for physical appearance. I know a girl changed the color of her eyes through this method. So guys, you can use it for everything. I give the example of the house because it's the newest success story, but it can literally be used for anything. So what happens is I basically thought, if my subconscious mind wants to accept faster, and that's just my assumption, okay? It's just my own way of thinking. But if I want my subconscious mind to accept faster, then what I want is already here. Why don't I save the pictures of things that I like and that I want, and I save them instead of on a vision board or something like outside of my phone, or even on a file on my phone that is separate from my photos? Why don't I mix the photos and images of the life that I want, or the thing that I want, or in this specific case, the house, with my own pictures? Because I'm a bit of a romantic. I don't know about you, but I take loads of pictures. Sometimes I don't even post them on Instagram, and I just like to go back and scroll them and watch them again and remember all those memories. It's just something that I do when I'm bored, or when I want to remind myself of a good feeling, or when I'm on the airplane and I'm just like, it's just something that I do. I don't know about if you do this. So here's my take. So I would put the photos, for example, of this beautiful house that I even saw on Airbnb, because that's how we started. So let me get into the success story. This is a house that I always wanted. Like, I had an image in mind of what I wanted. So first, define what you want. Second, doesn't matter the circumstances. It doesn't matter how you're gonna find the house in this specific case, or whatever it is that you want, or your SP or whatever. Just go for it in your imagination. And that's exactly what I did. I had a need and an idea in mind. I wanted a 3-bedroom apartment. I wanted in a specific area of London. And then I wanted with a garden, because I have a Bengal cat, 2 European cats, and a dog. And I wanted to be around nature again, because in my flat in Milano, I don't have a garden. I only have terraces, which is beautiful. But for London, I wanted to have a garden. Then we wanted to have a place for the motorcycles, and then we also wanted to be at a certain price, and what else we wanted? Oh, it needed to be a Victorian house, so we didn't want a new building, but we wanted inside to be a Victorian house renovated. That is a lot. That is a lot of things that we wanted. So I put it all down. I put it on my manifestation journal, which, by the way, I have a surprise that I'm going to share with you guys very soon about a journal that I wrote for you guys, that it's going to be on Amazon, but that's a topic for a different video. So basically, I put all of these things that I wanted in my imagination in my journal, and once that was clear, I would just randomly go online looking for houses. Like, it could be on like a Rightmove, for example, which is a website where you can find houses in the UK, for example. I would just go on even Airbnb just to save pictures of houses that I like, and in my opinion, I will go on Pinterest, for example, and so on and so forth. I would save all all these pictures, and then I will select the ones that make me feel good when I will see them, and I will save them then later in my gallery, like in my own personal gallery mixed with my other pictures. So for example, you have the iPhone, yeah, and then you have your own photo app, photo gallery. I would have the pictures of me and Johan and baby and me with friends and stories and things that I posted on Instagram, and then I would have also the pictures of the house that I wanted. Now I'm going to show you clips because with the date, because for the house of Milano I lost it because I didn't have that phone anymore, but for this phone I could do this. So I will show you when I save the pictures on my phone with the date in the photo of the house. Now I saved this from an Airbnb picture. So from Airbnb, I don't know if you guys know, but Airbnb does short rent, so it's not for the long term. And definitely we weren't renting on Airbnb. We would have spent so much more money for a year or 2 years or whatever. But I didn't care. I just went with my guts and with my intuition, and I saved those pictures of this Airbnb because I thought that it was beautiful. And I saved it through the photo of my gallery. Now, subconsciously, I must have watched the gallery so many times because I even remember that at some point I was so discouraged with this manifestation of the flat while I was in Milano that I was like, I don't know if this is gonna happen. Maybe we want too many things. And so I started deleting other pictures of other apartments that I found. But somehow, some way, I decided not to delete the Airbnb one because I was there. I remember this when I was in Milano. I was there on my phone and I said, oh no, I don't want to delete this one because it's so pretty. Even if I will never have it, like it doesn't matter. It is so pretty to watch. So I'm just going to keep it. That's just like what I did, right? And then probably what happened, not probably, most likely what happened, because I go scrolling a lot of my gallery, I will scroll and see it. I will scroll and see it. And in the meantime, while scrolling, I was doing affirmations. I was doing general affirmations like, of course, we're going to find the house. I am so happy and grateful. My world takes care of me. I wasn't overly obsessed about that particular pictures, but I was seeing them mixed with my own pictures on my real life. So in my head, it looked like I already have it because I would see them often in my gallery app, even sometimes, like I said, completely unconsciously. Then the story goes that what happens was that we didn't find the new apartment. It wasn't there at all. And then what happened, I received the visa, which you can watch my video on my success stories of when I received my visa to live permanently in the UK. I received my visa, and then the landlord that my husband and I had of the other flat called my husband and said, you know, I knew that you were looking for a flat with a three bedroom flat, and if you want, the guy downstairs went away. So if you want to see it, you can go ahead and see it. So my husband jumps on a plane, goes and see it, and I didn't know because from the flat that we had upstairs, I couldn't see the garden. Like I could see a part of the garden, but not all of it. So I just didn't know. And then my husband sends me this video and I'm like, oh my God, this is the apartment of the Airbnb. And he's like, yeah, they're doing Airbnb just right here. And I was like, oh my God. So, and before I could even come to London, we signed the agreement and the flat was ours. And just the other day, it's like, you see, circumstances don't matter. Like if a thing has to come to you, like Neville Goddard will say, it will find the way to you. It doesn't matter. You will jump into that reality where you have the thing that you want. And I mean, if you cannot do visualizations, you can definitely help yourself with pictures, photos, vision boards, scripting, affirmations, and so on and so forth. I think Neville Goddard didn't live in the era of technology in that sense, would have loved this method because he was all about imagination. So he would have loved anything that would help the subconscious mind to imagine, like a phone or pictures, in repeated pictures, for example, or mind movies. So I was walking and coming back home the other day, and I was on my phone as usual, scrolling on my pictures because I was looking for something, and then I noticed the pictures of the Airbnb, and I kind of even have forgotten now, and I was like, oh my God, that is the same garden. Like I remember that again. I was like, I can't believe I did it again. Like, I did it for my flat in Milano. It was the same exact method that I used, and I did it again. I just saved a couple of pictures on my phone, looked at them, affirmed for it sporadically, sometimes unconsciously, and I go exactly the picture that I saved. I need to share this. And this is why I wanted to do today's video. Now, you can use this method and save pictures of your physical appearance that you want to manifest. And by the way, I will, hopefully I already inserted in the editing process the pictures where I show you guys the same garden, my picture, the date, and the ones that I have right now. Because I'm literally shocked that I did it again. Or you're going to save the amount of money, a check, whatever. You can use this method if it's already very natural to you. Like if you're someone like me that naturally looks at pictures, naturally visualizes, naturally likes to scroll on social media, you can transform a bad habit such as scrolling into something positive that makes you manifest. Or you can take the success stories just as an example that maybe you are already doing something naturally that you don't even notice that might be transformed into something positive for you to manifest. So my suggestion is to take the success story of me manifesting. And by the way, the flat has at exactly the price that I wanted, exactly that. So everything of this story was a success. I was just shocked once more. By the way, I didn't say, if you guys want to choose as a manifestation method, hypnosis, meditation, you want to use relaxation, or for your not meditation, for your visualizations, you want to use some binaural beats or even affirmations, I have the app for you. It's called Aura. I use it daily, and you have a free trial and a 40% discount if you try the app today. It's amazing. Look it up. My link is down below. Besides that, yes, it's an affiliate link, but it supports my channel. Thank you so much, Aura and you guys. Now, just to conclude the video, it's very important to take from this video, not that this is the key to manifest. This is another of the, the best manifestation method. This is my method that I noticed I was doing subconsciously. So this video should inspire you to ask yourself, what am I doing already subconsciously that I might not notice that is actually manifesting? In my case, was mindlessly scrolling for a while. Then I turn it into, let me mindlessly scroll in a conscious way so I manifest those things. For you, it could be anything else. Wonder and ask yourself, what am I doing, or what have I done or I was doing before something good happened into my life? Maybe you were doing a lot of inner conversations. Maybe you were watching pictures. Maybe you were talking with friends. It could be anything that is personal to you, and just like me, you would use naturally and subconsciously without even noticing, and then now you can use for consciously manifesting. I hope you are inspired by today's success story. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know even if you are doing this method unconsciously. I definitely love it, and now that I know that I do it anyway all the time and it always has worked, I'm gonna do it for everything else. Like, I'm just gonna have fun with it. Let me know in the comment section down below. I will see you also on Patreon and on my next videos. And remember to thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, and hit the ring bell button so you always get notified on when I'm live. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.